One more cup. All right, sign-in rosters over there by Don. Put your name on that. Come here for me. Really, it's just that right now. Hey, guys. Yeah. You were rolling me. I just kind of stayed there. Yeah. We got everybody in here. Andrea.
Exactly. Good about Joanne.
Joanne. Yeah, yeah. Right there. All right, I think we are ready. All right. By the power and authority vested in me, I'm about to open VFW 8191 Riders Group for the transaction of any business that may come before it. Sergeant Arm, please post yourself near the door and ensure it remains closed for the remainder of the meeting. Well, Director, let me please silence all electronics. All right, Assistant Director, please call everybody attention to the flag. Everyone, attention to the flag. Say pledge allegiance. Attention. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ready to see. All right. Do roll call. Director here. Assistant Director here. Secretary here. PAO
here.
Sergeant Barnes is excused. Assistant Sergeant Barnes present. And Road Captain George is excused. All right, we'll talk that here in a few minutes. All right. New membership and guests. So we got one membership application from a Kelvin L. Neal. If you've been up here on, I think he's been up here the last couple of Wednesdays, right? Yeah, he comes in and plays full, decent guy. He's got a limited. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been more time in the shop here lately than Friday. He got it out, picked it up, got it out of the shop Tuesday or Wednesday ago. Right. So I don't think we'll see him necessarily in the mornings for breakfast or meeting. We told him what the meeting was in, and he'll get up to about 12 to 2, he said. He's a night guy. But I'm fine. I'm fine with voting on him. Maybe we can bring it probationary status, give him a couple of rides, and 3 hours. So.
Move to accept.
I move to accept. Do I got a second?
Second.
All in favor to bring in Kelvin O'Neill, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. All right, ayes have it. Okay. No, so we still got to get his one. All right.
Is the Army?
Pays for membership. Yeah. Yeah. And he is a Air Force? Yeah. Air Force ammo. Him and Chad were the same thing. But he's an 8191 member though.
Wait a minute, I want to change my vote.
All right. Let's see. Finance report. So for the month of January, we don't have February books yet. They should be out next week. But for the riders' income for the month of January, we brought in $742. We spent $1,170. That was 1,000 of that was the Jerry. $500. We nominated Jerry's organization, and then Mary's $500. And there might be another $500 we see next month. Yeah. But with that, the total is $8,281 in the riders group. Subtract 500 that we gave Mary last month, so we're about 78-ish. And then we made 148 for breakfast today, and there was no bike night, so only one income this month. Any questions on the finance? Very good. Yes.
There's a March 16th bike night on the whiteboard out there.
Did I write that on there? March.
That's a Saturday.
No, that's not a bike. That's not bike night. That is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
Yeah. So we will be having. That's a big event here for the post. I downloaded 50 pounds of potatoes, 20 cabbages a head, big heads of cabbage, and a bunch of carrots and everything. We have a really good crowd that comes out here to support that. So it's corned beef and cabbage. We'll have a band, all that stuff. So if you ain't doing anything on Saturday the 16th from 5 to 7, the auxiliary put that on for the event. All right. Reading of the minutes. You got anything? Any highlights? All right, I'm good with that. All right, PAO, safety message, any public announcements?
No rides that I found. I post them all on the Facebook group, anything that comes up. What I would like to do though is get the birthdays of our members so I can put them on my list and I can send them out a birthday message whenever their birthday pops up.
Okay.
So I can get that.
Okay, I'm good with that. So, Sean. Yeah, Sean's birthday was what was the second? On the 7th. No, that's one.
If your birthday is past, too late.
On St. Patrick's Day.
All right, go ahead. You get with Don, give him your birthday. We don't need the year. You know, if you're a little bit sensitive about how old you are, just give us a month and day. All right? Don't be so stupid. All right. Let's see, important public announcements. I'll talk a little bit about different announcements. So I talked to Doc Russo yesterday at the Wickham Park and asked him about the wall and is there going to be a escort ride. Done the escort ride the last couple of years. They haven't finalized it yet. It sounds like one of the concerns is the bullet train, right? And how that will, from where we are at the school, coming across track, coming down, and then coming across the track again. So I think they'll still do it. I don't see them saying, hey, we ain't gonna do that because there's a train that comes every hour. But they'll just have to do a little bit of coordination effort on that. So with that said, tentatively, and we'll have a meeting before that, but on the 5th of May will be a possibly the wall escort. Usually what we do is we meet over here at Nita boat ramp and we follow in behind 81 as they go up. Usually I want to say at 8-ish, pretty early, 7:38, right? So we'll we got another meeting before that. We'll finalize everything, but you hear on May 5th, pretty good time to go up there to school. There's thousands of bikes, all right? There's a lot of bikes. And we come down, it's kind of a slow ride, right? So but it's a good event. And we'll go, leave there, we'll go all the way to Witham Park, and then they have, we hang out there for a little bit. Oh, yeah, Cheeseburger in Paradise will be here, so that's, that is our big event on the coastwide. Those that are not escorting the wall will be cooking hamburgers, hot dogs, we'll have a band and all that. I'll kind of solidify that next month on who that will be and all that stuff, but it's usually one of our bigger events.
Do we want, since there's 2 other groups in our district, we want to reach out and let them know and maybe
We
invite
can.
them to ride with us?
Yeah.
We can start to meet their members.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll reach out to Coco and
St. Cloud.
St. Cloud. Let me write that down. And I think I'll have an event. I think we have a picnic. Yeah, I'll see some of those probably on the 7th.
At our district meeting.
No, but that's a district fundraiser for the hospitality. But our next, we'll have a meeting before then, right? Next meeting is May, right? Brett? Yeah, because we done a February meeting, and the next meeting will be, I got their numbers anyway. All right. Let's see, couple of other things. Announcements. So, we had a good event last weekend. We went to first weekend of bike week. We went up there and camped out. I think we ended up having 14 or 15. Some outside, right? Joanne's friends, kids, right, were there. But I think overall it is a larger than the last time we went up for Oktoberfest, right? Biketoberfest. So very good. You know, if we do well and that keeps growing, I'm fine with that. You know, we'll just get maybe some of you truck guys can talk to somebody about maybe, you know, improving their towing capacity and what happens. Yeah. Mike Jaguar got a little bit stuck with the
Team effort.
all right. That's a little slicker style. All right, so
The only thing I wanted to throw out there is I put it on a text, but I said it to Don, so that campground site is cool, but I think we should maybe look at some other options as well. And I did look at one more that was talking about right across from the big Tomoka Farm swap. They only have it set up for bike, and it's a pretty cool location because you like get up, walk across the street right there, that huge swapping. The only downside is they don't have a band like we had it, but they'll have everything else. You know, the bathroom, and then you're right down. So just another option.
you gotta do what they for.
I didn't check, but we can't, you know, I can't check.
Yeah, I mean, I like where we had other than the tornado,
And nothing against what we're at. Just saying that if there's some of the guys, like Sean and I talked, we're saying maybe we should go closer, like down to the Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch gets pretty, that campground gets pretty cool. And when I looked at this one, it wasn't anywhere near this Cabbage Patch. So I think we would have a deal.
will we all be able to get together there, Mike?
That's the thing, we gotta have plenty of, we got there early enough, we spread out, everybody.
Yeah. But so like I said, when I looked at this one, it didn't look like it was, I think everybody goes to the cap. That's where they want.
So, you know, we talked a little bit about this, and it might be if we're looking at, let's say we're looking at the Cabbage Patch, it might be kind of a quartering party ahead of time, cast staking out, playing right. We done it back in October, but there's only 6 of us on bikes, right? So our footprint was small, but right, we're having a couple of RVs and everything. I think you get back there, it's just taking claim to that ground.
Well, if everybody was camping one man, that's a.
Ever seen how that worked out?
All right, let's see, I'll go into kind of some of the announcements. Let me think here. So I already talked about the St. Patrick's Day dinner. And then we have Squat and Gobble on the 21st of this month. We're going to Old Fish House, that's south on US 1. So we'll go down there. Time change happened today, so that's kind of means there'll be a little bit more daylight. On the 23rd, if anybody's interested, you do have the state picnic at the Veterans Village with the VFW. Pretty good event from what I haven't been up there. I'll be out of town, but they'll have that. And then I think Legion 81 has a blessed bike 8 to 12 on that Saturday too. There's a couple of things going on, and then the rest of that month, nothing big. And then April on the 7th, we have a district fundraiser for the hospitality room and everything. I thought about maybe riding down there. We can, it's down at 4206, right, on Gary Road. I think a lot of us have been down there. But, y'all like to get together and ride down there. That's an option for a ride on that Sunday of the 7th.
It's also a fundraiser for the barbecue. In May.
Yeah. And that's it there. The other thing we talked about in April is we tentatively put a steak night down for the 13th of April to do steaks again, right? I guess the question is, do we want to do that? There's a couple of different things going on also in April, with the fundraiser and just our regular normal routine.
Can we push that steak night maybe a week?
I second that.
Well, do we want to push it a week or a month? Or push it somewhere out? I'm fine with pushing it. There ain't nothing really tied. We're tied to doing steaks or whatever. We'll do regular bike night on the 12th, and then we'll just do steaks. One other, maybe we look at a little bit longer term on what it looks like, right? May is kind of busy. June, I mean, we're coming up to the busy months for not only riders, but also just VFW in general.
What about later in April? Would we push it a week?
That's gotta be brought up the house. It's post.
What?
He wants to move it to another Friday night.
Well, no, we had it going on a Saturday.
Move to a Saturday?
If we are going to move it, I'd rather move it out of April. If we're gonna do it, then I don't know that we get anything out of it.
I just don't like having it on Friday.
Saturday is good.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll leave it there.
Any other comments?
If we're gonna do bike night and a breakfast and
I don't
the
think-
wall and all
Yeah.
the other stuff in April.
Well,
That's
why?
the wall.
Walls in May.
Well, I'm fine pushing it out of April. Anybody have an issue with not having it in April? We'll do our regular April, the bike night, riders breakfast, squat and gobble. We'll do all that regular stuff. But we just we'll push the steak dinner out. And the
So
day
we're gonna do the Friday night rock stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll do Friday, regular Friday bike. All right, so I'm going to mark that out, and we will put steak night DVD on when we reset that.
You want to do steak on a Saturday?
Well, that's what we had talked about, right? But we won't do it in April. And we'll just do regular bike night burgers and brats, I think, fine.
When's our bike night?
And what?
May.
It is the 10th.
That seems to be right in the middle of everything.
It's all, yeah. But the 10th is always good here, or when the reunion happens here, we get a lot of people come in, right? Over the last few years. So I'm fine with having it on the 10th. I think we'll relook at the amount, right? We make sure maybe we do the 36 and 36, because we could have more people propose the wall. A lot of times they come. All right.
So on the bike night, they changed up for steak night, move that to Friday instead of Saturday?
Yeah, bike night will be the 12th. Back to regular time. All right, any questions on bike night for April and bike night for May? And then for April, for Squat and Gobble, we said the Oyster Bar in Cocoa Village, if it's open.
It looks like they're open.
Okay. All right, so we'll hold that on the 18th of April. And then on the 16th of May, we don't have anything locked in. I heard, what was it? Jake was up at 321. What's up in the Cape? I'm talking about
348.
348. No.
It's a regular.
Oh,
The brewery is 321 Brewery,
yeah. So maybe 321 Brewery.
in Cocoa Beach.
Oh, Korea?
Yes,
No, this was up at the Cape.
Yeah, he was talking about near my office. Korea.
All right. So we got a little bit of time. We'll solidify May's Squat and Gobble next month. Third time. All right. We talked about bike nights. We talked about squat and gobbles. We talked a little bit about rides. So if we want to ride on the 7th of April, right? Actual ride going down, supporting the district for the fundraiser at 4206. I will look. I think that's going to be what, from 12 to 5, Brett? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
So maybe we wake up and we roll down, maybe Space Coast Harley, hang out there, and then hit yeah, there you go. So if you're interested in that, let's look at one of them with VFW. We can do that too. All right. That'd be
They got free beer?
I got to no.
These are our least-
what
Indians and BMWs.
maybe Sean
Sounds like a jump
kind of looking.
I mean, I'm just scared of them BMW chance because it rains every time you go on.
All right, so 10 a.m. kickstands up here, 10 a.m. on April 7th. All right. Sunday the 7th. We'll send out a text also, making sure everything's aligned and making a weather call and all that stuff.
There's something, Don, and you might have the information, if not, but I think there's something coming up that's kind of off the radar screen for us. But Space Coast Harley's having something, I think, next weekend.
They do almost everything.
Well, I think there's a really good band coming up around that. For some reason, I think the AL81. I don't know that there's, I'll get with Don and put it out, but I think, I don't know, it might be the Whiskey Sunrise band.
Yeah. Once we get the information sent out and
Yeah,
we'll
okay,
I
I just want to kind of think next weekend, the one up that you might know a little bit space.
let's see what that is, and like always, we can use the text group and throw that out there and see if we want to add up or something. All right, Squat and Go, we already talked that. I talked May already with the wall. Cheeseburger in Paradise, we already talked about. All right, I think we're good
If
there.
we go up to Daytona Beach today, we can get a discount on that t-shirt, that's,
There you go. All right, couple of other things. If you don't know, Izzy had his surgery. He's back home. He's doing well. So keep them in your thoughts. And George is out of the hospital. He was in the hospital with some gallbladder issues. He's staying up there at Jacksonville with his boy, and while his wife is in England. All right, so like I said, I know I saw him reply to the text message, so he's still kind of going back and forth there. All right.
So do we want to reach out to them guys somehow, maybe with sending them a mail or something? Or no?
some of us have been going back and forth. I mean, Easy has been in a lot of every time you try to go. So hopefully that'll just finally go away. I mean, it took out like half of his.
And I think with, George, I mean, he's up there with the kids and shitting them all, right? Right? If he's here by himself, then I'd be like, yeah, hey, we'll run child food, but I won't run child food.
No.
All right. Couple post issues if you don't know. So, you know, the post bathroom back here has been closed down for about a month. Plumber comes in on the 12th, and we should have those backed up by the 15th. They need about 3 days to go breaking the concrete, fix that and everything. The other thing that's happened is generator is down. I got the estimate, for the repair, and it's like $3,000. All right. And they did not recommend repairing it. It's, I think that one came in 2001. I don't even know if it was installed, used, or new, right? What I've seen is, standby generators are got about 25 to 30 year lifespan. So I'm going to start kind of looking around, getting a couple of estimates to see what it will cost to get us another one. If anybody knows anybody or they got family or anything that is in the generator business, let me know. All right, but I'll probably go with have Generac come out, give us a quote, and have Kohler come out. Those big standby generator companies.
Josh, are you thinking of like the solar?
No, I'm thinking it's gonna be natural gas, right? That's what's on that one. And, you know, if we have to get another one that lasts us 25, 30 years, I think that's good. We can put some money into that one for the last 5 years. So I think it's almost reached lifespan. Was it not working at all? No, there's a big hole in the radiator, and then there was something else up the but yeah.
There, maybe get a second opinion on that.
Well, that's why I'm looking, bring in a couple people to look at new ones, and then they, especially if I bring Generac out, as a Generac, Generac. So I've been doing a little bit of research over the last couple of days on it and stuff. So we'll check it out. All right, we'll move into new business, and with new business, I'm going to call nominations for new business. All right, so there's going to be two chances to nominate leadership, and this is the way it happens in the writer group, and also the way it will happen at the post. Right, so today will be the first time to call for nominations. And then next meeting, we'll call again for any nominations, and then we'll vote. All right. So that's kind of how that works. And then the new leadership would take over in the first meeting in July, right? So with that being said, there's going to be three positions that we will, I think we vote on, or we nominate and vote on. And the other positions are which one's the fourth? Okay. Sergeant Arms, Secretary, Assistant, and Director, right? Correct. The PAO and the road captains are appointed. All right. So with that being said, I know Izzy's not here, but we'll talk about Sergeant Arms. Do I have any nominations for Sergeant at Arms?
It is.
All right, Izzy is not here. We will I'll reach out to him and see if he's still interested. I think he would be. All right, and then we'll go from there. Is there any other nominations for Sergeant at Arms? All right. All right. Secretary, is there any nominations for secretary?
Joe,
Nope.
You don't want it?
We already have. No, I was gonna let them speak. I'm moving back to Missouri. So in May. Good for you. All right, anyway, so. You know, matter what? South of there, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Any nominations for secretary? All right, currently secretary will be open. All right, any nominations for assistant director? Any nominations for assistant director?
Sean. Want to know?
All right, nomination is Sean. All right. Any nominations for director? Is there any nominations for director?
Nominate Mike.
All right, we'll leave that open. All right,
He's the assistant director, I'll be secretary. Unless you want to be second.
so you're gonna do what, secretary? All right, I like that. I'm gonna, I'll leave it open.
I thought you were leaving, that's why I said that.
I mean, I'm talking about moving to Alaska. I just got to with my wife with that. Right? So,
Might be a little cold about that.
They got big
Uh.
mosquitoes up there.
If you're saying it, I changed the combination last year.
all right, secretary is mine. All right. All right, so we'll leave, besides Josh, is there any nominations for director? All right, we'll leave that open right now. All right, so we got two of the, four, actually three of the four. And so next, month, we'll go over nominations again, ask if anybody else wants to do them, and then we'll have our vote, all right? All right, any questions on this? How this works and all that stuff? All right, any other new business?
Make sure you let Andrea know too, because she's eligible.
Especially president.
You know, secretary.
I can tell you what her answer
Probably runs tight ship.
What did we decide on, the grill?
I'm looking at the grill today. I'll get the grill fixed.
You already gonna fix it?
Probably. I have a guy at work.
saw a nice one at Sam's Club. It looked like it was on sale, so you walk in the door, they got the T-Bone sitting there for your backyard. It was a real nice one, and I think it was like $300.
Doesn't run on natural gas.
The gas bill.
Doesn't run on natural
Natural gas and propane.
We want to stay on the.
Right.
It has different material.
Well, this will-
Well, we'll look at it. I know you had a buddy that'll get you some parts and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I got a guy at work who put in an outdoor kitchen. He's got a char grill just like ours, I think. That he said he would be willing to donate. So I may take that, make the best of what we have instead of spending the or even five.
So what do you look, was that long? Is that
LP, yeah.
Natural gas.
I mean, you can get the kit that change, I mean, we bought that one, it was just a regular one, and we bought the kit to change it over to natural gas, right? So if it's, you know, it just makes it easier, right, and stuff like that, for running here on the coast. Not saying I'd be against, the propane, that's what our Blackstone's on, right, so. I just asked, so I know. Like I said, there's a deal. I think the kit to change it over isn't that much, right? So, all right. Any other new business? Yeah.
I've got a question and then make a suggestion. Do we ever do any barbecue fundraiser or something like for 15 minutes, pick it up and where we do fundraiser, they pull through and we can have it out for us?
We haven't done that now.
I mean, would you consider doing something like that for funds?
What would, I guess, what's the difference between that and our dinner we usually have? All right.
Or you can do it all afternoon.
Yeah, it's an option. All right. And
I mean, I'm
so
sure
you're
we
talking about like a drive-through.
Yeah, just drive through, pick it up, be prepackaged, waiting on the order ahead of time. And then have something to sell on the spot. You know? I mean, it's just, I'm just thinking of ways that we can make money. Yeah, pull pork or
It's time consuming. You know, to do it right, you gotta cook it in.
Well, we got a lot of members here that do barbecue.
You gotta shot.
When you're running 8,000 horse, 3.5 hours. They find out, then people go out. So it's not necessarily the time of cooking it, it's then here running everything if you're talking about, hey, an all day thing where people can just come by, I mean, that's fine,
I mean, I'd volunteer.
okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
not
want
to
to,
cook,
what's that?
not to cook.
Okay, yeah. I would just say, if we did that because it's something new, I definitely want to get it out there and advertise it, right? And be like, hey, we're doing a barbecue. You
And we
know?
don't necessarily have to do it on a Friday night, we can do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, I mean.
And it might be
yeah,
something we maybe team up with auxiliary and with the
Let me,
Get some kids down the road to spend signs saying barbecue.
well, I know this old guy down here in this trailer, he sells shit out of it.
oh, down here? Yeah. I guess, they did, I think county, code enforcement or whatever.
Yeah.
But just done the same thing.
Or we know where to get the grill.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just, I look at that as, that I'm fine something like that, as long as I got people that say, hey, yeah, we'll do that event, we'll operate it and everything like that, right?
I mean, any of you other guys interested in doing something like
Yeah. My, sure, now that it's summer, you know, my time is gonna be, my weekends are pretty busy, especially with.
that? Alligator hunting and
Well, more fishing and then
fishing.
also the post district stuff and everything, so I just gotta be careful on that, but yeah, if we have a large enough group where we want to do something like that for a fundraiser, I think it's pretty little bit. So,
And the reason I say that is, I know that our books are going backwards.
We got a rough month, yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
well, we say it's going backwards, that was almost $9,000 at first in, by, at the end of the year, be 9,000, pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so and it's not like we have we don't have any utilities or anything like that, so our fund, only thing we use to pay for our funds is food we make and sell, and then, anything we want to pass, right, we help Jerry out, we help, Mary out, right, so.
But we need to be careful. If we're building this patio out there, some of that money is basically gone already.
Yeah.
So just, all we say is,
Yeah.
let's be careful with our,
So what I would say is, Tim, if you want to champion that, right, maybe, get with the auxiliary leadership, see if they'd like to team up on something like that, maybe how you see that running, right, the Saturday from 3 to 7, or what? Right, and, yeah,
I can cook. So you go cook? I'll do brisket or, what do you got to smoke on here? You got something? Okay, you'd bring that over? Or do it?
I would probably just do it.
Okay.
'Cause I'll cook it that night.
Okay, I'll get together with you.
and then if, I know Lisa's kind of our flyer maker, right? So if you get all that information, we can get Lisa to try to do us up a flyer and throw that over to Dawn, let them put it on the Facebook page, email it out to all the members. I would like to say, if we're doing that, if we can have, what is it? We can have a idea maybe by the end of the month when you'd like to do it.
I'm thinking around the 4th of July. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Okay. Well, you got a little bit, all right, so we got some time.
Yeah, I'm thinking doing it during that time, so if we do it on Saturday, I don't know what's the 4th, I don't anybody know.
Well, the 4th, we usually have a pretty big event here already.
4th is on a Thursday.
So maybe we do it that weekend on the Saturday.
Okay. So put something together and let's talk about it next week.
Sound good?
John?
so if he might be moving in Missouri, which I really will be sad. What is gonna go on with the next one?
I think that, honestly, I think that project is suspended. All right.
I'm gonna hand over.
Yeah.
Just all the things. The only thing. I'll hand over all of that. So basically, the only thing that's left to do is to look at it and say, okay, start looking at contracts that are, how much? Here's our, what we, how much? See, Josh, the only thing, he put a lot of time into it, and like maybe the last part of it would be if you could just get one contract to give a estimate. If you just have one, then Josh, you're gonna have that in your file, and that's gonna give you something that's pretty, you know, I mean, that is gonna get, because he put a lot of work into it, and after you leave, you know, our heads aren't maybe where you're at. And I've
But
seen
it's not, if you has all that stuff, then all right, you gotta bring in either a contractor to do just a concrete, or you know, whatever's taken.
well, just to get a cost proposal based on what you tell them that we want, and then you've got something, you know, that you can use.
We just gotta be careful, because we already had that.
No,
All right, we already had a
And that
cost proposal, what was gonna cost.
And that was way out
So we'll go, I'll take what he has, we'll look at it, and then we can even come up, we'll have a special meeting and everybody can look at it and come up with their ideas or whatever.
I just didn't know if he was already working with a contractor that would be willing to do that.
there. So I think we could do it.
I have it broke down.
I believe that we could do the deck based off of what Joe's got. We just gotta get.
Listen, I'm American, I'm not French, be careful with that we shit. No, we'll get what he has, and we'll sit down and look at it and just see what's in our room, right? I'm really not necessarily, I would have, we'll wait and see, right?
And then I digress back to the possibility of putting a damn carport out here in grass. Putting something out there for the bikers.
Take one step at a time, we'll get what Joe has, I'll hand it over, we'll sit there and look at that. All right, any other new business?
Where you guys want to go to the board rides?
I'm not right. You right? Yeah, because I was expecting rain and then I have some other stuff going on. So officially I won't be on the ride. If y'all wanna, there's a 1, 2, couple people.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna be able to go to
So, John, you riding?
that.
Joe wants to. Okay, we'll get together after the meeting.
Okay.
You don't ride the slide.
I've ridden like this.
All right, good of the order. Is there any good of the order out there? All right, so bike week is the last day of bike week, so maybe it's less dangerous, but still dangerous, so everybody be safe out there. I did see some actually I was here watching the cops thing they showed, that real cops, and they were down in Daytona, and there was a couple good accidents down there, all right? So just make sure you're taking care of yourself out there.
One of them was on the road that we were on, right next to that police track. Yeah.
On Thursday night. Yeah. Oh, no, that was Friday night. Thursday night, they had a rice burner fucking screamed down just past Broken Spoke at Nova Road Light. Didn't stop the light, so got 4 bikes. One guy got killed. Oh, yeah.
All right, anything else? All right, being that there is no further business, Vice President, please call the room to attention as we salute the flag.
Present order.
All right, next meeting is going to be April the 14th. Yes.